Alrighty everyone, welcome to part 16 of our Pokemon Sword playthrough. In the last episode we beat the main game, so I guess we'll be tackling the post-game now.
That's right, and Jizzy Joe is here back at it again with the white suit. And I can't believe you two managed to beat this game with my other moronic side in control.
Yeah, well, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and also check out our merch store and consider becoming a member if you'd like to help support our channel as well.
Oh yeah, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Bradley, one of our members, for becoming one in the highest tier we offer, being the Master Ball tier. So thank you so much, Bradley.
We appreciate it more than you know, and the fact that you enjoy our content even more makes us feel so good. Anyway, back to the game. We seem to be having a battle with Hop again, Jizzy Joe.
Yeah, well, this goon thinks he can beat the unbeatable champion, which is, of course, me now, not Leon.
Yeah, Hop won't beat us with his trashy team, so I don't even understand why we're having this battle to begin with anyway.
Well, let's humor him for now, boys, and in the meantime, we can talk about this post-game and what's to come next for our channel.
Okay, well, I first have to say we're voices created with AI and not the real presidents, in case any of you thought we're the actual U.S. presidents.
Yeah, thanks for that announcement. Jizzy Joe, the normal version of you would have probably forgot to mention that, but anyway, the post-game is what we're going to be probably playing for the next few episodes.
Yeah, that's right. Bury the boring post-game, which in this game involves battling more Dynamax Pokemon. So I think after this episode, we'll try skip right to the DLC, which is way more fun.
I couldn't agree more, Donald. I played this post-game a long time ago, and it was dead-ass boring as hell. The Isle of Armor DLC has way more for us to do in it.
Well, it doesn't help we're battling Hop here, who has a shit team as usual. I guess they got a little bit stronger, but other than that, they're so useless.
Well, hopefully it'll be the last time we battle him. Obama, I have way more important things to be doing, like planning that special video which everyone has probably forgotten about.
Oh yeah, I heard about that video, Donnie. I'm looking forward to being a part of it if the other side doesn't take over, or you two even let me.
Trust me, we'd prefer you, Jizzy Joe. But we can't say more than that for now. So anyway, Hop here is on his last few remaining legs, it seems, boys.
Yeah, he's on to his last Pokemon now, Barry, being his starter Ace 1. Nothing we haven't been able to deal with up to this point, so it's GG for him, isn't it?
Well, this goes to show how strong our Dracovish is here, guys. Even if its moveset is quite bad, still being only Crunch and Fishious Rend, basically.
Yeah, it's an all-around solid Pokemon, Jizzy Joe, and it has been an integral member of our team so far. There's no way I'd have gone back to change it for anything else.
And with that, this rival of ours has been beaten for like the billionth time in a row now or something. I lost count, to be honest, but was it ever really worth counting?
Oh, hey, look who decided to show up glowing as ever. Our girl Sonia here is looking stunning, Barry. She's shining like my gold chains.
Wow, and she came all the way out here to give us a stupid book. Not like we can even read anything in this game or talk, so I don't see how that can help us.
Well, maybe it has some advanced Pokemon tips in it, Barry, that we can use to catch Pokemon or something. Not like we've really been doing that anyway.
Hey, the most advanced thing here right now is me, Donald. Nothing goes beyond my comprehension of the Pokemon world. I know more than anyone when it comes to Pokemon and rapping too, actually.
Okay, well, Mr. Ego, how about you return the sword and shield thing here, which Hop said was the whole purpose of us coming here, apparently?
Yeah, we came here because we're still carrying that rusted sword and shield around with us, apparently. We can't be having that, but to be honest, I still don't know how we catch Zacian or whatever the Pokemon is.
Oh, hello, what do we have here? Two blokes showed up with the worst hairstyles I've ever seen, and I know quite a bit about bad hairstyles.
So these two literally look like the sword and shield heroes, which I think they are or something. They aren't necessarily bad, Donald, but they're for sure not exactly good either.
Okay, well, these two remind me of Jedward, if any of our British folks know who we're talking about. Probably some Americans do too. But yeah, these guys are just plain weird.
Well, that's something we can all agree on, Jizzy Joe. And this whole post-game is just weird too as well. I don't think any other post-game has ever topped Gold and Silver's one.
And Crystal too, Donald, even though they're basically the same game. But anyway, those two had nothing of importance to tell us for now, so it seems we need to head back to Wedgehurst Pokemon Lab.
Yeah, back to the lab, where Sonia had more stuff to tell us. I'm not sure what we're supposed to really do here anymore, but let's hope it'll be exciting.
Nothing about this feels exciting so far, Joe, and something we seriously need to do is change clothes. I keep forgetting to do that when I record the gameplay for you.
And by the looks of it, boys, Sonia's gone and got herself a rather attractive-looking assistant too. Maybe I can date both of them at the same time.
Yeah, show them your gaming setup, Barry. Maybe that'll impress them, or even better, they can both run away LMAO.
And then you and I can have one each, Jizzy Joe. although I think Barry would probably hate us forever, so let's instead still continue being his BFF.
Well, just so you know, I'd take the ladies over you any day, but anyway, it seems Sonia has us going out on a research project for her, or something now, boys.
Yeah, well, as champion, I really should have better things to be doing other than being a little errand boy for all these adults.
Okay, well, I cut to the first town we need to visit, Joe, because apparently in each stadium there's a random Pokemon going mad in there, and we need to stop it.
Ah, so we're back to where it all began with the gym challenge, guys, and this is where the other Joe somehow managed to lose his first battle in Pokemon Sword.
Oh, and that Pierce fellow even showed up as well. I guess by the looks of it, boys, this is going to be a raid battle, and I'm going to be stuck with these peasants during it.
Well, yeah, that's the only boring thing about raid battles, Joe, is the fact that we have to sit through 4 other moves getting used before we get to attack again. And if we lose, then we literally have to sit there like a peasant ourselves.
Oh, holy hell, guys, here we go. The first Pokemon we're battling is gigantic Serena Pokemon. This one is from Alola, and to be honest, I don't really like it.
I think it's pretty decent, Barry, and I'd like the viewers to comment some facts for us about the different Pokemon regions since you mentioned Alola, and we can give the best one a shout out in the next video.
Okay, well, I can already tell this first battle is going to be an absolute drag, Jizzy Joe. We don't really have any useful Pokemon to deal with this first one if you think about it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Donald and Pierce's Obstagoon just got nuked to hell and back. That Serena one shot it with a punch to the face.
Great. And now this guy's just going to keep using Dragon Dance, isn't he? So it's basically going to be a 2 versus 1 battle now, and I'm stuck with Hop all the way.
Oh, and because you're an idiot, Jizzy Joe, our Dynamax button meter thing has run out, meaning you won't be able to Gigantamax for a very long time. Maybe that means one of the others will have the chance to get big, though.
Well, it looks like Hop stole the show from us, Donald. I think if Jizzy Joe had in fact got big, then we'd have this battle over with by now. Maybe the other normal idiot Joe is slowly breaking back into Jizzy Joe's side of his brain.
And I was right too, guys. That stupid grass-type gym leader with his little dragon-type apple thing is just using Dragon Dance. If it was me, I would only use like 3 times and then attack because any more is such a waste of time.
Okay, well, your best bet here is to switch to Mr. Rhyme Jizzy Joe and then use Ice-type moves because I can't believe we have a full team of Pokemon with 2 pseudo-legends, and yet we have no Fire-type moves at all.
Yeah, at this point, we'd usually have something like Flamethrower or whatnot, but regardless, we're still Gucci. I think Donald LMO.
Okay, well, I can't believe this, but Hop might end up carrying me through this entire battle, which is just insane, if you ask me. I'm meant to be the champion, but instead that lowlife wants to play hero and win this battle for us.
Well, this was all your fault to begin with, Jizzy Joe, and I say that with love because I actually like you and am your friend. But at least for our sakes, Serena won't be able to use items to heal itself, so we have that going for us.
Yeah, agreed. And with that, Hop managed to land the final hit in on Serena, which means this Dynamax battle is over. And I'm glad this is because we have a bunch of other battles to do now, too.
I think it would have been cool for us to actually be able to catch the Dynamax Pokemon at the end of the battle, you know, boys. I mean, they're wild, so I don't see why we wouldn't be able to.
Okay, well, Milo here was absolutely useless, and all he did was use Dragon Dance, like you said, Jizzy Joe, so I'm glad we never have to deal with this moron again. But do you know the real reason to why these Pokemon are going mad?
If you were paying attention earlier, Donald, you'd know that these Pokemon are going mad because of those 2 Jedward characters with the bad haircuts. They seem to be the ones causing all this trouble for us.
And speak of the devil, there they are, Barry. Somehow they got behind the desk in the gym too and kicked out the staff working there. These guys really do get around.
Yeah, well, they may be causing all the Pokemon to go on a rampage, but we still don't know why they're doing all this to begin with. In my opinion, I think that they feel they're the actual heroes which fought with the legendary dog Pokemon.
Okay, well, Hop wants us to head right to the next gym, whichever one that is, for the next Pokemon, which is on a rampage. And it seems like they're only limited to getting big inside the gym stadiums.
Yeah. Well, we all watched the anime together, Obama. And in that, the Pokemon went on a rampage too, but they got big in the most random places. So someone should really explain how that works.
And Sonia has showed up and told us more pointless information about Galar particles and all that floating about the place, which is probably why all the Pokemon got big in the middle of town's Jizzy Joe.
Oh, hell yeah, boys. The next town we need to visit again is the beautiful Nessa's one. I can't wait to see her again for more time, considering the last time was in the Pokemon tournament where her whole team got obliterated.
Okay, well, the obvious choice for this gym is to use Mr. Rhyme since he has Thunderbolt, and this time I'll also Gigantamax as well so we can one-shot this water-type Pokemon in the gym, whatever it may be.
Well, after this one, Jizzy Joe, I think there won't be any more showing up for a while, so that's good at least. Which basically means this entire postgame is going to be over in like 2 episodes or something.
And yeah, good shout, Jizzy Joe. Switching to Mr. Rhyme here. This Gyarados would probably have been a pain in the ass if it wasn't for the switch.
Well, yeah, Barry, and it has the Intimidate ability too, which reduces our attack, but Mr. Rhyme is more of a special attacker anyway.
Such a waste of time too, though, boys. Why can't it have just intimidated all the Pokemon at once instead of wasting so much time going through each one individually like that?
Yeah, well, that's Game Freak for you, Donald. But then again, the reason is also because there could be a Pokemon with an ability that can't have its attack reduced. So who knows, really?
And Pierce's Obstagoon almost got nuked again, Donald. That thing is so weak now, but when we battled him, his entire team was like the most cracked thing we encountered.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be relying on him anyway, Jizzy Joe. This battle is basically a 1vs1, and that's the way it should be. These other peasants are wasting so much time, and if you can't tell, I haven't got any patience.
Well, lucky for you, Donald, this battle is already over, thank God. Jizzy Joe didn't waste time on this one, which means our battle of the rampaging Pokemon is done, I think.
Yeah, but now we're going to have to work out what those 2 bad haircut villains are planning on next, Barry. And I bet we're going to have more battles with them, too.
Well, Sonia wanted us back at her lab, so here we are in Wedgehurt City again, or town. I can't remember what this place is since it's so small.
And speak of the devil, Jizzy Joe, look who's crashed Sonia's lab, and they're both sitting around here like they own the place.
And they're both talking crap as usual, Obama. I feel a battle coming too, so I hope they're both ready to get crushed by my almighty powerful team.
Sonia has even gone and called them goons. She's really dishing out the violent talk today, isn't she, Elmao? But anyway, yeah, we're going to be battling them now, and it's going to be a double battle too, Joe.
What I want to know is why Pierce is just following us around like he's some lost dog or something. He has his own gym to run, doesn't he? But then again, it's not like Spikemouth is the busiest place in the world, is it?
Actually, Barry, if you were paying attention earlier, you'd know that his sister, the beautiful Marnie, is the new gym leader of Spikemouth Gym. It seems when she appeared in the tournament, she managed to promote her crappy little city to So. Now people want to go there for gym battles.
Wow, great story, bro. No one cares, so anyway, this battle is already off to a great start for us, and a terrible start for those fools.
So their first Pokemon was a Golisopod, which I wasn't expecting, and they have this Bronzong too. Both solid Pokemon, to be honest, but let's see what they have next.
Well, this is a full 6 Pokemon battle, Joe. They have 3 each by the looks of it, too. And now the blue guy has sent out B-Sharp, which is another solid Pokemon. I may bash these guys, but their teams aren't half bad, you know?
Yeah, good Pokemon with absolutely shit training, though, Donald. Jizzy Joe is crushing these guys. Well, the blue guy's Pokemon, at least.
Now they've decided to play the defensive route since I'm obliterating them. That light screen is going to be quite annoying to deal with, and I don't really have any physical attacking moves either.
Well, you made a good choice switching out to Dracovish, dude. That guy has that ability which boosts biting moves, and Crunch is going to be super effective against both those Pokemon, too.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that Hop here insists on still using this dumbass sheep thing, and somehow it's carried him this far in the story.
Well, thankfully for my sake, Barry, it's gone and died, so now maybe he'll send out a Pokemon that's going to be half decent. We still have 4 Pokemon to deal with, too.
His ace is on the field now, Jizzy Joe, so I think we can get this battle moving along faster now, and I'm surprised that our Dragon Chompy boy has not even attacked yet.
He just did, Donald, but it took a while since we switched Pokemon out and they got a free attack turn in on us.
Okay, well, we still have 3 Pokemon to deal with, and they all belong to that red fellow now. I can't even remember the buffoon's name, to be honest.
Make that 2 Pokemon Joe. Hop has actually done something useful for once, and also I saw some comments in the last few videos of people defending Hop and saying how they actually like him.
You know, compared to some other people, Donald, he's not that bad. I mean, I also saw those comments, and people said they liked how he's nicer than most other rivals, especially Blue.
Yeah, but Blue's whole thing is to be mean and cocky Obama. That's why he's the best rival, and he can actually back up his arrogance since we all know he's the second best Pokemon trainer in the world after Red.
Okay, well, technically, Joe, Blue is the 4th greatest trainer in the world since Ash and Leon are 1st and 2nd, respectively. And then I'd put Red and then finally Blue in 4th place. Cynthia is also up there as well, for sure.
Yeah, Cynthia is definitely up here as probably the third best trainer, in my opinion, Donald. But anyway, Jizzy Joe has beaten these clowns, so I guess that's the end of their scheming.
Well, hang on a second, though, guys. I think the scheming continues because Sonia's assistant here is a spy.
Hot damn, no one saw this coming then, did they? So now we have to deal with this sneaky little snake, too, who's probably been gathering information here all this time.
Yeah, well, she's been stealing all the information on Galar particles, it seems, Donald. And somehow she slipped under all our noses, and I don't even know how that's possible.
Okay, well, if you read what she just said, apparently she wants Galar back under the rule of this royal lineage thing, which I have no idea existed still.
And Sonia seems very upset, so I think it's time to leave and start to wrap this episode up, boys. The post-game has begun now, and you can expect us to play through the Isle of Armor DLC, like we mentioned, starting from part 17, I hope.
Yeah, good shout, Joe. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe, and consider becoming a member of our channel and Patreon as we release episodes early for those people.
Yeah, that's right, and a big thank you to everyone currently supporting us. It really helps us to keep making content for you all, but thank you to everyone else who tunes in whenever we upload too.
Yep, that's right, and we have our merch store up and running as well, so feel free to check that out if you like. Otherwise, we'll see you all in part 17.
Yeah, stay tuned, everyone, and have a great week.